Hello, YouTube and universe. Welcome to Scarstorm Productions. I'm your host, Mora, and today I just got back from my trip to Miami Beach. And I just want to say, I had a fun time there, and I want to show you guys my experience going. Now, if you're a fan of this type of video, hey, why not subscribe? It's always good for the channel, and it helps me a lot. And currently, we are at 956 subscribers. So, if we're getting closer to 1,000, hey, that works out. But anyway, without further ado, let's get on. Now, for my first stop on the trip, I had to go to Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble is the place to be half the time, so I decided to go there and see what I could find. And here's what I found. First stop, Barnes & Noble. I'm getting the Beyblade X manga for the first 2 volumes, while he gets his stuff. Show him off.
Yeah, Soul Level, right? Jujutsu Kaisen and a whole bunch of One Piece.
That's my... Okay, Otaku. Yeah.
Oda's the GOAT.
I mean, of course Oda's the GOAT, though he can be controversial at times. Yeah. Next stop, what was our next stop?
Downtown?
Downtown. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of our Myrtle Beach trip. On our way downtown, we decided to stop and get something to eat at Zaxby's. But before we did that, we went to one of the most important places to go whenever you're a collector, that being Target. Now, during the trip to Target, it was pretty good. Got to ride with my cousins and stuff. And it was honestly peaceful. Got to see the surrounding area down there, and yeah. But I don't think you guys are interested in the car ride there. Let's actually talk about what happened at Target. Without further ado, I'll leave it to you, Live Moro. Alright. First stop in Target, we have the Mattel section. Well, some Hasbro, some Mattel. And some Playmates. But it doesn't look that bad this time around. We got some 50% off on the Ninja Turtle stuff. Mainly just Raph, the super fly guy. There's the TMNT Masters Universe crossover right there. Some Bebop. I mean, that's Rocksteady, not Bebop. Got some Jurassic World stuff. But let's go to the Transformers. And it looks barren.
Savannah said they were, I think they're like in the bedding and stuff.
At least I got Age of Extinction Prime. Oh, I see some. And they got the collab in stock. You know, this is actually the first time I've seen it in person. Nice. But other than that, that's really it here. And nothing new for Beyblade. Well, at least the launchers are 50% off. Let's head to the Legos. First time seeing this in stores. Nothing really new on the Lego sense for me. Still looks good. Let's head to the collector's items. Bardock versus Frieza. That's cool. I'm trying to see some Ninja Turtle stuff though. Oh. They have a comic version of Shredder. That looks cool. The classic color scheme. And April O'Neil, the second version of her. That's pretty cool. Got some Gundam right there. Ultraman and other than that, more Godzilla stuff. But other than that, that's really it when it comes to the collectors. So let's head to the next store, that being Walmart. Alright, so I found more stuff in the collector section. They were hidden away. But it's the Last Ronin. Of course, the Last Ronin, Michelangelo, in the armored costume. Donatello. Get back here. Karai, number 7. Back here, there's Leo and Casey Jr. Or Casey Marie with her motorcycle. Yeah, that's it for the collector stuff. Now we're heading to Walmart. I regret to inform you guys, but we did not end up going to Walmart that day. We did not have enough time in the schedule. But we at least got to head to the beach and have a ton of fun there. I got to do a ton of cool photos, and I got to listen to some live music, which was amazing. Here's a photo of me being a dumbass and a couple pictures. And we also found a really cool seashell. It was a fossilized one, which I have never seen in person before. So, yeah. Oh no, that was a good last day there, essentially, because the next morning we had to hightail it out of there and head back home. But before we head back home, we stopped at Mel Mushroom, and while there, they had a statue of a Transformer using a Volkswagen Beetle, and I guess it was supposed to be Bumblebee, but they ended up using the same kind of color scheme as Herbie the Love Bug. If you guys know what that is, you're the best. And oh no, it was pretty good, and we got to take a couple pictures in it. Well, me and my cousins did, since it was a family trip. But yeah, it was pretty fun there, and I loved it. But then we had to take the ride back to Durham, and I actually went to go to a couple places. The first one being Walmart, because I didn't get to go the last day. Alright, now we're inside. Let's take a look at the games and collectibles first. But first, I like to look at the music first before anything else, because sometimes they have good stuff, like Bruno Mars. An exclusive Doggy Style. They got Tyler, Guardians of the Galaxy, another Tyler, Sabrina, how you doing? Of course, a couple CDs. I'm about to get one for my car. Games first, of course, the Nintendo Switch section with a couple of games right here. They're cheap. Might have to cop the Sonic Frontier and Resident Evil, because I use Xbox and PlayStation, so anything works for me. Couple Xbox stuff, games. $15 for Mortal Kombat 11. That's pretty good. They had the Transformer bundle for Fortnite. I might have to get that as well. And Doom the Dark Ages. For you PlayStation fans out there. There you go. Silent Hill, Mortal Kombat. A little Split Fiction. Pretty good. And of course, a couple Switch 2 stuff. Not the biggest fan so far, but oh well. Now, where's the collectibles? I think the collectibles are on the other side. Yep, they're the collectibles. Alright. Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. Lost Years. Huh. They have the Krang Shredder for $15. It's a pretty good figure, might have to comp that. Ultraman from Ultraman Rising. Mechagodzilla. Not there. A couple DC stuff. And yeah. A couple movies. Dexter. One of the best series, Dexter. Ooh, Lost Galaxy. That's pretty good. they finally put up the Switch 2 display. So happy about that. Now let's head to toys for some Transformers and Beyblade. And the first thing I see, some Beyblades on the stand. Looks like double packs. Pretty cool. But that's not what we're here for. Let's look at some Transformers stuff. And just TF1 and Earthspark here. That's fun. I was hoping for at least some new stuff. Well, at least they have some blockies. I was hoping they had some new stuff. Let's take a look at the Beyblades. And no UX or CX stuff yet. It's kind of disappointing. But at least they have some of the single packs. So that's at least something. But not that much here. Let's take a look at some of the Legos to see what they have. And why is there a Krispy Kreme box right here? Weird. Yeah, nothing much in Legos. Let's head to GameStop to see if they have anything new. I'll see you guys there. Never mind, before we go, I did not see this. They have some of the new Power Ranger stuff. Okay. They got the Tyrannosaurus Dinozord, Triceratops, Saber-tooth Tiger. I don't know where the others are. And they have some of the head-flipping figures. And, of course, the Morpher. I might just get it for the Rita Repulsa, get the figures for the Rita Repulsa, and that's it. But, yeah, now I'll see you guys at GameStop. Alright, we're here at GameStop. Let's go in and see what they got. Now, heading into GameStop, it was pretty good. The first thing I see when I go there is some DC stuff, specifically Superman. Then I decided to look around a little bit. Those fugly things were kind of cute, but oh well. And I decided to go where anyone else would go if you're a Transformer collector, to the back to look for some Transformer stuff. And the first thing I see is the G.I. Joe crossover of Cup and G.I. Joe. I don't remember what vehicle it is, but it looks good. It comes with 2 Joes, but not personally getting it. And Ronder, we got an Archangel, which was pretty cool. And on the shelf behind us, it had more Transformer stuff, mainly Bumblebees. And at least 2 Leader Class and a Constructicon. But other than that, it was okay. Too many Bumblebees for my liking. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Bumblebee, but it was too many to count for. And we also got the other Constructicon Bone Crusher. Some Marvel Legends for those of you who like that. Especially the gamer wave with the symbiote Spider-Man. There was also the comic book wave with the figures that come comic books. They had almost all of them. All they were missing was ROM. Then I spot my boy Gambit, which, R.I.P., I wish he did not get done dirty like that in 97. And as I was walking out, I saw the Captain Carter shield, which, ugh. And I also saw a Beyblade Stadium, that being the newer one, that came with Hover Wyvern and Impact Drake, which was on the top shelf. And yeah, I haven't really seen that in stores until now, so I was happy to see that as a Beyblade collector. And, as I will later find out, they had more Beyblades, especially the CX line, which I have not seen in stores either. They also had the double pack with Ghost Circle, which I might get eventually, but until then, I got 2 bays. And I walked out of GameStop with those 2 bays in hand, which felt amazing to finally get CX bays. Alright, now you might be asking, what 2 bays did I get for this? Well, I got Reaper Incendio, or Hell's Reaper, depending on what you call it, and Dark Perseus, or Perseus Dark. Two of the bays I've wanted for a while, and I find it ironic because in the latest chapter of Beyblade X, these two actually battled each other. So, yeah, it's irony at its best. Now, let's head to the next GameStop and see what they have. And when I got to the other GameStop, they basically had the same assortment, the Fuglies DC, and they also had more Transformer stuff. And yeah, the selection for Transformers was really good. They had the TF1 Optimus Prime, which if you don't have it, get it. It's an amazing figure. They even had Scrap Heap, which I wasn't expecting. But other than that, it's the normal ones you will find. They had a good Funko collection, but for the Beyblades, it was good as well because they actually had Silverwolf, which I've never seen in stores yet. And of course, the CX bays, but no Stadium that was good because all they had was the collapsible one. Then I go to the shelf with the other collectibles, and it was okay. They had some gaming stuff like Street Fighter and Assassin's Creed, and they also had the 86 Bumblebee, but I also loved how they had Cyclops. On the Marvel section, they had a ton of stuff, especially the Gamerverse. But if you looked up on the shelf, you could actually find something interesting. That being the Maximum Series Hulk. Now, seeing it in hand, it was a pretty good figure, but I am not spending that much on a toy. $64 is outrageous, but for those who want it, you can get it. They also had the Tesseract that came with Loki, and my Man-Thing. And the collectibles were pretty good there. And I would buy them personally, but I'm not in the mood right now. And the Funko collection, amazing, along with the sculptures. Now, for my next stop on the return trip to Durham, I decided to walk over to Target, and let's see what we find. Alright, we're here at Target. Let's head to the toy section and see if they got anything new. Some cool Funko Pops, for one. Okay. Oh. Okay, the new Stadium is in stock here. And we got a couple CX bays. Nice. Let's see what they got at Transformers. Oh! Okay, first Cyber World sighting out in the open. The new Scorponok. The evergreen style glow-in-the-dark Megatron. And they even got the 2-pack. Might have to hide that somewhere. Yeah, everything looks pretty good here. They even have the new Earthspark Optimus Prime in his trailer. So, yeah, everything looks pretty good here. Honestly, one of the best Targets we got so far. Of course, they still got some How to Train Your Dragon stuff. Some He-Man. Oh! There's a Thundercats X Masters of the Universe now. I know they had TMNT, but hey, I'm not complaining. Battle Cat as an actual figure? That's gonna be interesting to get. Yeah, that's it for this Target. Let's go home with our haul. Ooh, before we head home, I forgot to show out some of the Legos stuff. Got some new Dream sets. Always good. They finally got Rontu in stock. Yeah, that's it for Legos. Let's head to the collectibles. Honestly, I'm surprised this Target is like almost empty. We already see the NECA stuff coming in. Okay. We got 2 foot enforcers right here. Leo. And, ooh, why you naked, Mikey? They got some Hunter Leos. Handyman Donnie. Got some double packs. Vacation Bebop and Vacation Rocksteady. Creepy Ed. And I don't know how to pronounce that. Wingnut and Screw Loose. And Grunt and Jersey Red. And yeah, that's basically it when it comes to the collectibles. Let's actually go home now. Alright guys, here's my haul for today. This plus the Beyblade X manga is all I got after the trip. Now, I was going to get something Transformer related, but I wanted to get the CX line before well, I just wanted the CX line. Now, also, here's the announcement for the video. The announcement is I have an Instagram now. That's right. Scarstorm Production has its own official Instagram. Here it is right here, where I post pictures of cosplays and some stuff that I've been doing. So, go check it out. It's in the description, and let me know how you guys feel about it. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to go watch J Motion's newest video. He's an amazing guy. Go check out his channel. He just hit 30,000 subscribers. And if that's everything, that's a wrap. Fade to black.